Hello and a very warm welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a very Marmite subject, the new version of QuickBooks Online. Some people love it, some people hate it. Where do you stand? Let me know in the comments below, because I feel like as much of a big change this is, and as much as an issue that this new update can bring to you and your workflow, I promise you it's all going to be worth it. That's what this video is all about. We're going to explore why I think this new update is absolutely a game changer and why, yes, it's painful to begin with, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Stay tuned for this one. This one's not to be missed as we go and explore the brand new version of QuickBooks Online. Hello, my name is Aaron Patrick. I am a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer with a fancy new logo, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, head of accounts here at Boffix, and also a friendly podcast who goes live each and every Monday morning for Ask the Accountant. Now, in today's video, we're going straight into this one. We've got a whole new version of QuickBooks to explore, and we need to be getting to grips, A, on what the differences are, and B, why. And I promise you, as much as your first initial reactions of this update is going to be, I promise you that it will be worthwhile. We've got some amazing updates coming with this update. Some amazing features that wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for us to taking that risk and going down this new path. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. Let's start off by firstly having a look at it and kind of showing you side by side of what it is we're about to see. Let's have a look. Okay, then let's have a look at this. So if I look at this little area we have here, this is what we know and love. This is our current version of QuickBooks. We know left-hand side, we've got this black bar, which is basically all of our quick links and our left-hand navigation panel, as we like to call it. At the top here, we can drop down clients, we can go into the accountant toolbox, and we've got a few options along the here, including our help section and our settings section. Now, here is the new version of QuickBooks. As you can see straight away, completely different approach. Along the top right-hand side, we still have the same things, but we also have different tags as well. So we've got our settings bar, settings number, we've got our a new workflow option, and we've got an integration, and pretty much the same there. It just feels like it's given us space for more options up there, and a couple of new functionalities there. As I look on the left-hand side, I can still jump between clients, but you'll notice my client workflow has been gone, but I do have this huge new search bar. Whereas by far my search bar was hidden just here. And by far the biggest change out of all of them is on the left-hand side is this new bar along the left-hand side. It's completely changed the left-hand navigation as we know and love it. You see, if I go back to the old one, we had this kind of named approach. We can go into all these different files and areas within QuickBooks Online, and we can kind of go around it. And there was a customization button at the bottom if we needed it. In this new version, that's been replaced with more of a app, like icon-y type approach, but also with some names there as well. The biggest difference though is we're not going to be able to go straight into all of the standard areas that we know and love. Like for example, if I go in on the right hand side here, go back to the old one, on the left hand side even, go transactions, go to bank transactions, I'm now able to go straight to my banking screen. In the new version, I have to go into now the new My App section, which is incorporating more than just QuickBooks, but also other apps in there as well, including things like MailChimp and more to be added, with bigger integrations coming later down the line. But then I'd also then go to accounting. From accounting, I can then go to bank transactions, and it takes me to that page just there. So that's actually really nice, right? Like the idea that we can quickly get to our bank. But it's definitely something we're going to have to get used to, because we're so used to on this left-hand side being able to quickly navigate to wherever we need to go. There is on the dashboard this little area here, which means that I can jump into somewhere that I might need to go. So maybe I need to go straight to my customers, for example. It's going to take me to my customers area. Very similar to how the mobile app works, right? The mobile app is really designed for this. The other nice thing is once I'm in any of my QuickBooks pages, so customers, transactions, things like that, then I do get this new left-hand panel on the left-hand side. I mean, I can quickly go to where it is. And my view is to keep this open as much as possible. There is an option at the top left-hand corner to close that down to give you a bit more real estate if you need it. But personally, if I want more real estate, I'm going to start using the new Zen option in the top right hand corner. The new Zen option opens it up into full screen, giving you all of the area that you need. And when we see the bank account especially, I think this is where the new Zen mode is going to be really, really powerful. So there's even a shortcut for this as well. Control/Command, depending if you're Mac, Command for a Mac, and then the full stop button, and you go in, out, full screen mode. Definitely something I'm going to be learning muscle memory wise. I really like that full screen mode, especially when you're on smaller screens. Like I'm constantly having to kind of use whatever device is available, right? I'm even using this these days to utilize the fact that I just need to use any device sometimes to get work done, right? You can see that we've started to have a bit of a glow up for certain areas. So customer hubs completely changed look. We now have this amazing customers funnel option. I really, really like this. Open leads, open estimates, in progress projects, unpaid invoice reviews. That's going to be really nice. I would imagine works a lot better with things like MailChimp going forward as well. So we're going to see a lot more interaction with that, which I'm definitely all up for. Whole sales and get paid area is looking better. And even under expenses now, we're going to have an overview area for the first time back in our expense, giving us a graph of what we spent, looking at suppliers. We've got some tasks that we might have, maybe like making them spend someone some quick links down here, which I really like. We can add to budget, print some checks. Remember, this is the US version we're looking at, so there's a few functionality that we don't quite have, but they're all customizable now. All these overview buttons are customizable and go through from there. But the key thing is that the second that we're actually into our areas, they go to integrated transactions. So the word apps has been removed. It's now transactions. When we're looking at the App Store, it's now Transaction Store. Integration is now the word that we're using. So it's integration, not the App Store. But you can see here that when I'm into an area, it's pretty much the same as what it was before. Key differences though, on the top here, we don't have the ability to jump between. So if I kind of go into here, you see I got this nice row at the top, so I can go to my app transactions, I can go to my receipts. If I go back to that screen now, we're not quite there. We don't have that ability to jump in. But in fairness, it's mainly because a lot of those kind of groupings have gone now. We've not got the transactions grouping. It's now the accounting grouping, which is a far bigger amount. We've got client overview, books review, work papers, rules, chart of accounts, all these extra bits that are coming down here that we're going to be able to utilize going forward. And because I'm in the advanced version as well, I've got revenue recognition, fixed assets, all in this area that I can look at from here. And then as I just kind of scroll down, we've got these new tabs and groups coming along. We've got the team one now. So we've got our employees, our contractors. We've got our time one, so we can look at our time better. Our projects one, so we can look into the projects more efficiently than we've done before. Inventory's now got its whole new area. So it's not under the sales area anymore. We've got an overview for inventory. Now that straight away, very, very important. We've not had an overview in inventory for a long, long time. Back to desktop days, right? So now we've got low on stock, out of stock, top selling products, open ones, and all of these items are starting to come through. We've got an inventory area just like we had before. Products, and also adjustments now gets its new tab. So we can create an adjustment directly here, directly into the inventory area. Sales orders and now purchase orders are within the inventory area now. I wonder if they're also in the sales and get paid one. Yeah, sales orders and purchase orders seem to be just another area to see them both, but I'm not against that. I think the more options to see it. Or it does look like purchase orders has fully moved now. Yeah, it seems like purchase orders now are only in the inventory area. I don't know if there's an option to move that on or not, but if I go to expenses and bills, don't quite see that yet. Contractors is in there twice. So, maybe that's something that will come through differently. The VAT area will be down here, business tax will be there, and then this is QuickBooks US, so they've got the lending options down there. But hopefully you can see that it's really, really different. There's this area down here for a bit of customization, so we can customize this and we can tag some of the options on there. So, having the accounting one does make sense that I click on there. It takes me to the accounting client overview area. But I'll be honest, I would really like to see this open up the menu as well, because it's not the client overview is not really going to help me too much. If that's closed, it's not really going to give me anything else. So I'd like to see that there. Above that there is reports. So reports now has its own area outside of kind of our typical left hand. That's one that's pretty much stays exactly the same, right? So we would hover over, see the report section, and in the new version, we would hover over and we can still see pretty much there. We've got more options here because again, I'm in advanced here, and they've kind of added some extra bits to it as we go along. So there's lots and lots of options there, lots and lots of ways in which we can interact with it. But the reports pretty much has stayed exactly the same, although there is kind of more AI functionality here with like review summaries starting to come into place. So this is where the benefit of all this is going to come into, because now it's going to give us some extra functionality, some more of these AI elements of it are starting to come into play, and it's going to start generating this much easier. That's why this whole new update's been here, so our AI agents can have more access to it as well. Like this area here I've got now, which gives me my AI breakdown of what's happened and some financial summary for 2025. None of that would have happened if I wasn't able to be on this new update. Next new item is the feed. This is really when this AI functionality starts coming into play. So the idea of the feed area is to bring not just our QuickBooks, but also other apps into here as well, and just basically feed us items that we need to be aware of. This, especially for your client, is going to be really, really important, because this is where they're going to get all the information they need to know what to do next. They can quickly autofill stuff using AI on the right-hand side. Literally drag and drop items as they go along. So bills, whatever it needs to be, they can put the information here, and they can autofill expense, invoice, estimate directly from here. They can see what agents they've got active at any point in time. So in this case, our accounting agent, our payment agent, our customer agent, our finance agent, and our project management agent is all active on this particular one. And then finally, our dashboard area. Dashboard area now has more functionality and more customization. So I can go into customize up here, add and remove widgets. And I've got a lot more options to bring into there. I can bring in, including some smart suggestions up there. And they do say that there's going to be even more options to the dashboard than we ever had, not just the QuickBooks side of things as well. We also, on the left-hand side, have our bookmarks area. I think this is going to be really, really popular with people. This is straight away, the first thing I did was put my bank transactions in there, so that wherever I am, no matter what I'm doing, go to my bookkeeping, go to bank transactions, and off to the races I go. And finally, the create button. We're going to have a really huge create button that we can utilize here, and quickly go in no matter where we are. Very similar to what we already have. In fact, if you kind of go through line by line, it's the same as our new button, just a bigger area that we can kind of bring in. We did have the show less option, but I don't think anyone really used that on the old version. We don't have a show less version anymore, but we pretty much have exactly the same functionality that we had. We're not losing functionality with this update at all. What we're doing is gaining functionality, agents, AI, Zen mode, so we can have that full screen. We're just having it in a new layout, just that we've got to get used to. Search bar is far more bigger than we've ever had before, and also more functionality in there, which we'd love to see. And finally, the big new addition that's only just happened is the My Menu. Now, the My Menu is for the accountants only, is what I believe. So it's basically replacing our accountant's toolbox that we had up at the top there. And the My Menu option is so we can go in and we can actually link anything we like in the My Menu option. We can really go to town and really start putting any options we want in here in the My Menu box. So we can go in there and we can add anything we liked here. And also we get access to things like our reclassified transactions, our report options, the stuff that's accountant only. They're all going to be same up here, and giving us the options to see them, reclassification like we know and love, our note section, all that sort of stuff. We still have access to, and still going to be available to us, but they're going to be there. And we can now create or add items to this as well. We can add whatever bookmark we want to it. So personally, I'm going to want my bank transactions there, for example, and we can decide what tools and create options we have so that we can customize this to our heart's content. And I really think that that's going to be, probably from the accountant's point of view, the most powerful update that we've got here. Fully customizable accountant's toolbox, basically, that we can go in there, set up and be really proactive in the way that we can get to our clients' information when we need it. So that's a quick rundown of what's there. Again, nothing too scary, other than, I suppose, the big part is the fact that now we have to go into the accountant's area, find whatever bit we need, say bank transactions, before we even have access on the left-hand side to our normal kind of left-hand navigation. And that left-hand navigation, we're going to have to relearn it a little bit. There's some extra bits there that we have to understand where things are. Things have moved around a bit, more kind of more sensible. And the thing to remember is why the reason they've moved is because it's all based on data, right? What people are using the most, when people are using it. You know, bank transactions clearly is always going to be one of the highest ones up there, hence why it's under accounting, why it's really at the top of that list there, ready to go. And if you think about it from a client's point of view, they won't have client overview, books review, or work paper because they're accountants only. The first thing they're going to have is bank transactions, number one, top priority for them. And the first thing they're going to see when they go into the banking area, into the QuickBooks area, or the My Apps area as it is, and go to accountant. Now, why do I like this update? Well, first of all, we get some nice new little bits of updates, you know, little extra bits like the idea where we can go in and we can do that full screen mode, for example. Really like that. Making it full screen means it doesn't matter what device we're on. Also, you'll find that this new update really scales much better when you're trying to move it to a smaller screen. Previously, if I tried to do the same on the old one, it didn't like moving screens. It started to lose things. It started to get a little bit awkward and everything else. Now it's got a much better response to actually moving things around, reshaping it, put it through from that. So I absolutely love that. So just with the interaction of the screens and be able to work with bigger and smaller screens means we're going to have much better functionality now. The other bit that I absolutely love about the new layout is that we're now going to have much more emphasis on these agents that are coming through. So just integrating this new business feed means that we finally can start understanding what the agents can do for us. And this is really going to help your clients understand why should we be excited about the accountant agent? Why should we be excited about these other agents? And this business feed area is going to start building that in there and start giving us all the options we need from there. I love the fact that every section now has an overview screen as well. So we've got those overview areas coming through, really implementing and giving us options there of why this new update is there for us, was because suddenly we've got access to this new overview area. We've got access to new sections. The fact our dashboard isn't just talking about QuickBooks, but it's going to start bringing in that other bits as well. We're now having, what my favorite term about all this newness is we're now having the option of coming in and having what's called the business operating system for your clients. So this isn't going to just be about QuickBooks anymore. This is about all the other apps that's part of the ecosystem that we can bring in and help our clients go forward. And that to me is really, really exciting, right? The ability to bring in MailChimp, the ability to bring in other features and other functionality in there, not having to jump into another scenario to kind of integrate and hope for the best and hope the data's come across properly, but having it all built within this one area, this one place, means that we should have a much better integration with apps that are really going to help our clients going forward. And that's got to be a good thing. That's got to be a better solution for our clients. And that's the bit where I feel like this update is really important, because this is how we're going to transition our clients over to starting to have this more integration with MailChimp, having to have integration with other things. And what it means is that the clients are going to be more enticed to come over to here more often. They're not just here to come in and make sure their bank transactions are up to date. They're in here to look at their marketing, to look at all other aspects of what their business can do, not just the accounting side. And the more times we can help a client and the more times we can entice our clients to come into our QuickBooks environment, even though it's now going to be more of an Intuit environment, is better for absolutely everyone. If we can encourage our clients to come in more often, then they're going to be able to maybe update their bank more often, or be able to provide more transactions for us more often, or update the transactions more often, or whatever it's going to be. We want to encourage our clients to be coming into this ecosystem on a much more regular basis. And I feel like this new update is going to give them that emphasis to do that. It's going to give them a reason, not just because maybe a VAT bill is due, or not just because we're phoning them up and asking them to get on with updating their bank, whatever it's going to be, right? We should be in a position where clients are going to want to come to this area a lot more, because they're going to get a lot more value out of it. And that's going to be a benefit to absolutely everyone, accountants, clients, and everyone in between. And I really do think that this here is a great opportunity for us to give our clients an opportunity to get more value out of it, right? They're not just going to have the bank accounts and everything else that the QuickBooks could do for them. They're going to have so much more from that. And I feel like the more value we can give them, the more they're going to trust us as their advisors for saying that this was a software right for them. When we're the ones making that decision on behalf of our clients, or if our clients made that decision but they're trying to get the most out of it and become sticky, in all those situations, it's always better for us to be able to show them more value for what they're already paying for. And this is by far the best way of doing it. So I'm really excited for this. I can't wait to start playing with this a little bit more. Yes, it's only US based at this moment in time, but it's going to be coming to the UK soon. And when it does, I'm definitely going to be looking to get as many of my clients over to this new experience as possible so that I can start giving that feedback. Straight away, I really want this accounting bit here when I hover over it to give me the accounting area, right? I really want, if there's, to me, this only has, the only point of this being here is so that I can then go to access other bits. Loving the My Menu bit, that is a huge step in the right direction. But I know there's kind of, the feedback needs to keep coming in of what else do we kind of need to be able to get most of it. How else do we want to bring this in? At the moment, I don't, I don't see enough updates to the dashboard where I know there's more we can do, right? There's more we can entice our clients in there. Is it really a waste having just these options at the top here and these create actions here? Do we need both, right? Like, why can't we kind of merge that into one carousel? So, we've got the benefit of all. They're the sort of things where we need to be playing with this more and more so that we can come in here, give the feedback, and make sure that we build this exactly how it's right for us, the end user. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Have you played with this yet? Have you had to play with it? What do you think with it? Are you pro or against this? Like I said, it's Marmite, right? Some people absolutely love this update. Some people absolutely hate this update. I've not really seen anyone in the middle yet who just like, oh, okay, it's going to be one or the other. You're either going to absolutely love it or you're absolutely going to hate it. But in all situations, I do think that we need to be embracing this and we need to be making sure that we utilize this as much as possible, give that feedback, push that feedback over there. And that's how we're going to be making sure that our clients, ourselves, and everyone else is going to be making the most of this new update coming forward. So let me know what you think of it. Use the comment section below. If you already like this video or if this video has been any use to you whatsoever, or if you want to know what else is coming in the world of QuickBooks, especially around this new update, because the second a new element adds to this update, I'll be letting you know. But if there's anything else you want to know about, you're already in the right place. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to this new series. Hello and welcome to this video. 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 Alright, let's get it set. Let's do this. Oh yeah, you're right. Yes, I'm aware we go live every Monday.
The next generation is about everyone else that missed it.
Yeah. So current. All right, you've told us what you love about the industry, but what would you change about the industry?
Where do I start?
During that period of time, where did everyone turn to? Their accountant, right? Their advisor, the bookkeeper, and you all did phenomenal work for small business.